Well, 2015 has turned out to be an exceptional year for movies. Here is part one of my top 10 list movies of 2015. Number 10, I want to do a shout out for a movie that you may not have seen, that you may not have even had a chance to see. It's called Cop Car. It didn't really get much of a theatrical play, but I saw it in a theater and I was bowled over by this from the young director John Watts, who also co-wrote the script. It is a real ride. It's a real thriller about a corrupt cop who leaves his cop car unattended while he is burying a body, and these two young 11-year-old kids come upon this cop car and decide to take it on a joyride. Obviously, he wants to retrieve that car, and how he does it is the crux of this movie, a very tight 90-minute exciting film.
What do you say we get you home safe?
Number 9, a great year for documentaries, and particularly great year for documentaries about show business figures. But I chose Amy, the tragic, searing story of singer Amy Winehouse, who left us all too soon at age 27. This movie really opens your eyes to her life, what happened, and what happens when fame gets to be too much, and all the pressures of it.
The more people see of me, the more they'll realize that all I'm good for is making music.
But what it also showed us is what a great loss this is. She's one of the great singers, and this movie from Asif Kapadia, the director, finds a way to really bring it home here without doing talking head interviews and that sort of thing. He got a lot of cooperation from people who knew her, and this movie is absolutely fascinating. Number 8, The Big Short. The Big Short gets my vote for the top 10 movies of the year because it's an almost impossible task for director Adam McKay to pull this off. What he's taken is a very dry but fascinating business book about the financial crisis of 2008 and how a few guys came in and actually bet against the economy of the U.S., bet against the housing boom that was going on at the time, and made a lot of money at the expense of the American people.
The housing market is rock solid.
It's a time bomb.
It's kind of chilling, but it's also highly entertaining. The Big Short gets it also for a great ensemble cast that includes Ryan Gosling and Brad Pitt and Steve Carell and Christian Bale. Really one of the best cast of the year, working on all the cylinders here, and I really liked The Big Short. Number 7, Spotlight, another movie that makes us look at things and wonder what went wrong.
The Boston priest molested kids in 6 different parishes over the last 30 years. The church found out about it and did nothing. We haven't committed any long-term investigative resources to the case.
No, we haven't.
And that's the kind of thing your team would do.
This is the best movie about journalism that I've seen since All the President's Men in 1976. It also has a great ensemble cast like The Big Short: Michael Keaton, Mark Ruffalo, Rachel McAdams, Liev Schreiber. But really, it is a testament to the lost art of investigative journalism, and I hope that it inspires people to get into this profession again and to do what is so important in a free society. And number 6, I'm going to do a little cheat here. These are 2 movies from the animated world this year, Inside Out and Shaun the Sheep movie. I just could not pick between them. Of course, Inside Out from Pixar is a brilliant film about the emotions inside a young 11-year-old girl's head and how they battle with each other from happiness to sadness to joy, and it is beyond clever. Pete Docter, the director who did Up, has come up with another complex movie that is just as valuable for kids as it is for their parents, and that's a very interesting thing. It sparked a dialogue that these kind of movies rarely do. And then I have to say, the most pleasure I got out of any movie this year had to be Shaun the Sheep movie. This is the character we first got to know in the Wallace and Gromit movies from Aardman. Well, Shaun the Sheep now has his own feature film, and it's wordless. This is a daring concept for a movie basically aimed at kids. There is no dialogue, and it works beautifully. It reminded me of the great comedies of Jacques Tati, Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton. An absolute delight for all of its running time. I don't think I had a better time in a movie all year than I did seeing Shaun the Sheep movie. So seek that one out. Coming up on Thursday, my top 5.